and they set out the huge black hole in the public finances beyond which anybody...
In recent times, UK politics has seen heated debates, and Labour Party representatives have faced intense scrutiny, especially regarding their policy shifts. A recent interview with Rachel Reeves, Labour's Shadow Chancellor, sparked considerable attention, as she was grilled over Labour's fiscal strategy, promises on taxes, and budgetary plans. This article will explore that interview, analyse the context of Labour's latest budget announcement, and touch on public reactions and broader political implications. Rachel Reeves took the hot seat in a televised interview where her responses revealed the complexities and challenges Labour faces. The interviewer tackled the fact that Labour had earlier promised no new taxes beyond those pre-approved, only to unveil a budget with significant tax increases. For many viewers, this budget seemed at odds with the promises made during the campaign, leading to confusion and frustration. The grilling continued as Reeves defended Labour's stance, pointing to economic issues they inherited and blaming the previous administration for creating a black hole of £22 billion. She explained that unforeseen expenses, such as pay settlements for public sector workers, were part of the budget strain. However, the interviewer pressed further, questioning why Labour hadn't anticipated such costs when making campaign promises. The challenges Reeves faced were emblematic of the hurdles Labour must overcome as they transition from opposition to a potential governing force. Reeves emphasised that stabilising the economy was a top priority. She justified the tax increases as essential for securing that stability, even though she acknowledged the backlash from voters who may feel misled. The interviewer didn't let up, pointing out that Labour had previously criticised the Conservatives for raising the tax burden to historic levels. Yet Labour's proposed budget mirrored or even exceeded these levels. Reeves reiterated that the additional tax revenue would be used to improve public services, an assurance that may or may not appease sceptical voters. The interview delved into other points of contention. The interviewer highlighted how the manifesto commitment on taxes conflicted with the new budget's provisions. Labour had pledged not to raise national insurance or VAT rates, yet businesses now faced an additional £25 billion tax burden. Reeves argued that only the wealthiest would see increased taxes, suggesting that the average working person would be minimally affected. This claim, however, did little to quell the concerns about Labour's broader shift toward high tax and high spending policies, a shift that seemed starkly different from its pre-election promises. Critics argue that Labour's recent moves are alienating the very people who supported them, hoping for relief from what they perceived as excessive tax burdens under Conservative rule. Labour's position is now under scrutiny as Reeves attempts to balance fiscal responsibility with the social support programmes they championed. Labour's supporters might wonder if the party can maintain its core values while implementing such substantial economic measures. The interview also revealed Labour's sensitivity to public perception. The interviewer questioned whether the party had truly levelled with the British public about the financial challenges they anticipated. Reeves acknowledged the difficulty of the current situation, stating that honesty about economic realities was necessary. Yet the interviewer pressed on, suggesting that this approach might not satisfy voters who feel betrayed by the unexpected policy shifts. The Labour Party is now grappling with the task of restoring public trust, particularly among those who believe their campaign promises would usher in a period of moderate fiscal policy. In a separate but related matter, Defence Secretary John Healey also made headlines for a different reason. Healey was seen entering Downing Street without a poppy on his jacket, a small symbol, but one that holds deep significance in the UK as a mark of respect for fallen soldiers. The timing was particularly poignant, given that he had just urged the public to support the poppy appeal. Healey's office quickly clarified that he had changed jackets prior to the meeting and had not intentionally avoided wearing the symbol. He later appeared with a poppy, but the incident didn't escape criticism. To some, the lapse felt out of touch, especially in light of the recent defence agreement signed with Germany, underscoring the role of tradition and symbolism in public service. Labour's handling of these public image issues, from budget policies to symbolic gestures, highlights the fine line between perception and action. The public expects their elected officials to uphold promises, both big and small. As Labour faces growing scrutiny, the party's responses will be instrumental in shaping their trajectory leading into the next election. The challenges Labour faces are multi-layered, As they seek to fulfill promises of economic stability, public service improvement, and international cooperation, they must also address the disconnect between their manifesto and current policy choices. The task before Reeves and her colleagues is daunting. They need to prove that these shifts in strategy are necessary to achieve their long-term vision for the UK. Whether or not the British public will be patient and understanding of Labour's new fiscal direction remains to be seen. The interview with Reeves is a reminder of the complexities in governance and the realities that often alter campaign promises. The UK's political landscape is clearly in flux, and Labour's approach in the coming months will undoubtedly shape its future. It will be crucial for Labour to communicate its strategies transparently, addressing both economic necessities and the public's expectations, to maintain their momentum and prove their commitment to a better future for all.